Let me stop before my phone down. Hot three.
Get your big head out the camera.
For me? Oh.
Yo.
So we officially live.
We officially live.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yo,
We
back. What up, y'all?
Another episode.
Another episode. We in a lot. Situation Saturday. What up, bro?
So, hey, before we get started, make sure everybody like, comment, share, follow, subscribe, everything.
Find us on YouTube, _lot_podcast. Today, shit, we chilling today, but we got a special guest, special announcement today.
They not guests. Why you just trying to come for them?
Well, I mean,
Let him have it.
I'm trying to,
My fault.
let me,
My fault.
damn, Joe, let me
I had y'all,
go.
baby. I had y'all, baby.
These
We
are-
can be guests first. We can be
These
guests
are my
first.
lovely sisters. But I mean, like, introducing y'all to the pod. Like, these are my sisters.
Hey, y'all.
I'm going to let them introduce themselves.
My name is Nay.
I'm Kia.
Oh, yeah, what's your name? You my brother, though. What's your name?
I was gonna say, fuck me, okay. Just over Manifesto, y'all know what it is, man. We still here.
Damn, do we need a tag like that?
Yeah, what's your
Shit,
name?
when y'all come
Tell
up
people
with
where to
it.
follow y'all there. I mean, shit, you know.
Oh yeah, y'all can follow me at Janae Did That. That's JeanedDidtat.
Did that.
Y'all can follow me at Kia Shit X on the shit and shit. So
Wait, hold on, go back.
Your name a little
Yeah.
violent now that I think about it. It's a little violent.
they flagged my shit and I had the I, so I added the X. So it's KIAKILLSHXT on Instagram.
That's some gangsta ass shit.
Right.
X. Put the emphasis on the X. How is it? We gonna take these shots now or
Oh
what?
yeah.
Yeah, let's
Ooh,
take
okay.
our shots now. Let's take them now. Hold on, bro. I have
And don't be paying attention to our cup.
to. What's it? You're good.
They got us drinking Tito's today. This real irregular.
2 times for the
The
no
Tito.
sugar, 0 everything. Right?
Not this free promo. You ready?
Oh, my bad.
Right, you all in your
I'm trying
motherfucking
to share the damn thing to the thing.
Cheers.
Cheers, y'all.
That's a lot.
To the light. Ooh. Mm-hmm.
Oh hell,
Good rub alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
Tito's is just look. Let me tell you about Tito's. That shit tastes
I
like
think people look like no punk.
I can't
Everybody
even get it
down
out.
that shit.
that shit tastes just like real alcohol.
Okay, what's the first lick that got y'all fucked up?
Frost vodka?
Grey Goose.
Savecca.
Savecca.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Savecca.
That's crack water.
Savecca
Dude,
was me.
We used to drink
Crack water.
Savecca like fucking
This
watch
shit was
her.
$10. I forgot it was $10. That shit gonna get everybody fucked up.
They started adding color to that shit. They got pink lemonade now, lime.
Stomach ache, headache, backache.
Orange.
Waking up wondering why you fucked up still.
Literally.
Like
Same drunk from
I
last.
remember
That shit
like
went down, okay?
freezing it. You remember we used to put it in the freezer for like
Yeah.
hours, and that shit used to be like thick. That was the only way I could drink it. Like,
Syrupy as
it
hell.
was syrupy, but that was literally the only way I could
Nasty,
drink it.
though.
That's the only way I could take shots of it. Cause other than that, I was throwing that shit up.
That'd be the problem right there. You take shots of that cold ass shit, you be cold.
Man.
Don't come back up.
Being fucked up, be feeling so good until like the next day. And it's just like,
No, that
I
night.
ain't ever doing that shit
Wait,
again.
you had hangovers like bad hangovers?
I mean, I don't, but I prefer not to have bad. That's why I like stick to my side. I don't have time for the extra shit. Vodka, not that bad though. Cause I had like a cucumber. It was like a cucumber drink, but it was like the effing vodka that come in that little. That shit good as fuck.
That's
Real-
that's
shit
50
not
shit, right?
Shit you drink up on the fucking island.
Ain't that 50?
Take some.
I think that is it.
It was 50. I don't know if he
And
sold it.
the,
or
and the
not.
cucumber one is like the most popular one
Yeah.
out there. They
It
got
was
hella
that.
other flavors.
I think it was that and it's like some, I don't know if it was like Sprite, some type of pop in it. And it was the vodka, then it was some lime, and then like a little something. That shit was good. And I don't even fuck with vodka because I was gonna get it traded in for tequila, but I feel like it tastes better with the vodka. Yeah, headaches and shit. Normally when I drink vodka, that shit I'll let you have my hair except tequila. So I was like,
What about you, Marissa? You have bad hangovers?
My hangovers are terrible.
Yeah.
I be feeling like I'm dying the next day. Like, Lord, why did I do that last night?
popping the fucking weed.
Last night, the night before, it be busting, but then in the morning,
You prepared for
But I
that?
feel like the hangovers be kind of good though because it's like once you get that one hangover, depending like if you're on some vacation shit, like I'm drinking every single day. Once you get on that one hangover, the second one don't be as bad. Kind of like
Yeah, that's how I was about to say. Like once I throw
so
up,
you
I'm
still
cool.
want it?
Like
Yes. So you want 2 hangovers 2 days in a row?
yeah, tell you my cup down, not OT.
I don't know, yeah. When I'm out of town, I'm drinking all day.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm
from
drinking
the moment
all day.
when I check in my hotel room and I get sitchy, want to buy me a bottle, and from that point on, lunch, breakfast, dinner, I'm enjoying my vacation.
Cereal and Hennessy. What's up?
Hell no.
What's up?
Have y'all ever caught a hangover out of town?
Hell
Plenty.
Yeah, like y'all had to like
Those
miss a day or
the worst
something.
because
Yeah.
then sometimes you gotta miss shit.
Yeah, you talking about yourself, beating yourself up and shit. Like
Trying to get yourself that pep talk.
Like, nigga, you trying to-
down.
Trying to get
Too
cute and
much.
shit.
But
Oh
see,
my
you know
God.
what? Father's Day 2 years ago, I didn't even get fucked up. I just
Oh,
got
man.
hurt. I was blue as fuck. I'm in a hotel room
Yeah.
by myself. I'm in that bitch talking about myself and all like, but yo, pussy ass, get the fuck up.
I gotta tell the story. That you brought this up.
Hey
We,
man, listen, I bust my ass.
We flew
That's all
out
you wanna
we
know?
flew to Miami, right? And we rented these bikes. They got bikes, but they got the electric motor on them.
Mhm.
So you can like go real fast. You can go kind of fast on it, nice little speed. So we got rented the bikes and we was all to drive.
Mhm.
Now, you know, shit, how we ride bikes as kids, we going through all the trap, like all the people and shit,
Oh,
zigging
my
and
God.
zagging and shit. So we dip out on some people adjust the ride, and it's this lady like walking. Well, this girl was walking, and he was like by the curb right here, so he going, and the girl just doing like this, trying to make it go. All you see is just to get the drag in his leg.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he
That
just-
was a blue.
Bro, I'm talking about, I hit the ground, my leg, I'm this way, my leg behind me type shit. I'm sitting there like this whole time.
Oh.
So that
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, bitch, fuck you.
All right, you didn't ruin the rest of my damn trip.
It had only been this is the second
That was
day.
the second day.
Yeah, I would have been.
And y'all was
I had- I had a
bus.
Mustang and everything. I couldn't drive my own
This
car.
shit was fucked up. But then that ain't the kicker though. So he kept riding after this happened. He kept rolling, right? Now mind you, we getting fucked up while we riding the bikes. We pull it, we get to the end of a trail and we waiting and we taking shots. Like we pull up, stop, take a shot, and we get back to riding, right? So now we get on the trail to go to the beach.
Mhm. It makes it funny that you laugh.
We riding the bikes, right? So we going down the path, we coming off the path. So now we turn to go down from the path to the beach and shit. So we going, and everybody make the turn, slow their bike down. They go Justin rolling in. He rolls to the motherfucking sand. He couldn't stop. He fell on the same way.
At that point, though. Hey, baby, but at that point, I'm like, man, I ain't getting back on this bitch. You know, like, y'all gotta drive me, so I couldn't even bend my knee at that point. Like,
Oh,
I'm sitting there like, these niggas really carried me.
man.
We got the bike back. And something had happened where they lost the key or something.
Oh, we had to finesse to do
We
it.
they like, hey, we gotta hurry up, get the fuck about here before they answer that motherfucking key back. So I'm hopping and shit. They like, just you gotta hurry up. Fuck that. I'm in pain. I'm sweating and shit, hard as hell, all this. I'm blue. Whole trip.
Oh my
over.
God.
That was
Not the
hilarious.
trip was over with. You just enjoying
He in the
the
hotel room.
I'm in the hotel room, just watching TV, leg up.
I'm like, you cool, you need some.
Oh my God. Leg up.
Man.
Oh my God.
Yeah. We straight made it about the hotel mistake we made.
Oh.
Yo,
Man, y'all.
y'all ever seen the movie Boat Trip?
Was it at that?
I don't
with
remember
Cuba
it,
Gooding
but
Jr.?
I think I did
Hey,
see
they
it.
got
I
on-
don't remember
They
it.
was like they were trying to book a trip somewhere. They was booking a trip. It had all these like crazy festivities.
Yeah,
And then when they got on the boat,
he building it up for y'all right now.
It was like it was a gay.
Tell it, yeah, tell him.
Like
y'all was at the gay hotel.
So look, I walk in the hotel, right? So I'm sitting here, getting ready to check in. I'm sitting there, right? So I look and I see that the check-in dude he's gay. I was like, all right, like, all right, cool. Like, man, you got to work here, right? So then, like, the elevator opened and two people walked out, and they was gay. I was like, oh, okay, it's, just another gay couple.
What a coincidence.
Then somebody else walked out, the same thing. So then I get to looking around. I just started paying attention to the hotel. Like, I look around. It's a banner. It's a big ass poster.
Or this nigga in a speedo.
I look like this. I said,
hey, but they got that before me, so I'm thinking like, what the fuck is going on right now? I'm like, what you I'm like, come on, man. It's a, and they walking around speedos and shit.
It was like it was free. Like, it was,
bro, we got to go.
Yeah.
So,
this Father's Day weekend ain't nothing else open. No other hotels.
But we went. We kicked it at the bar. It was fun. The stay was fine. It was.
Ain't nobody
But
bothered.
Ain't nobody bothered.
No.
Did they think y'all was a couple?
No.
Hell no.
No.
This nigga was with a girl at the time. So that just
okay. Hear you.
Wow, that didn't even cross my mind. I didn't think that. That just fucked me up.
I'm sorry. It was my first thought. Like, maybe they thought that,
No, it was straight.
that was a pair.
We got fucked up.
Hey, so question: If y'all ever go to a gay bar and nobody try to talk to you, how does that make you feel?
Great.
I'd be okay because I don't even gotta be in a gay bar. Bitches own me. Like, they not like, they don't even like. Now I feel like now that it's like out there, I feel like girls just think like, okay, well, girl is kind of like normal now because you don't have to necessarily be openly gay to want to pursue nothing with no girl. So it's like, I don't really feel, I don't really feel awkward because it's like they done made passes on like regular days. So, oh, you like that? Or they're just action and stuff like that. So it's like, if nobody come at me, I'd be cool. Nobody. I'd be.
That's what I was about to say. Shit, I'm in my piece.
Yeah.
No, for real.
Man, that's it. Stay on you. Gotta stay over there. Stay in my lane,
baby.
bro.
Exactly.
Okay, so
I like this lane.
So, how long y'all been in a relationship now? Well, have y'all been? What's y'all longest relationship?
My longest relationship was 6 years.
6 years.
I was 5.
5. Okay, so like during that period of time, do y'all ever feel like that feel of I'm trying to see what I want to say. Like, you want to see if you still got it, but not really, like, you know what I'm saying? You know how, like, when you be in your relationship, you happy, you doing your thing, right? Mm-hmm. But you just want to see if you still got, like, that magnet type feel. Because sometimes when
you
like,
satisfied, but you're curious.
Yeah, you just want to see if you still kind of got it. Like,
have we ever, like you said, had
you
that?
Felt that? Like, you felt that?
I feel like me personally, like how I was, like, growing up, like, shit, I talked to a lot of girls. So sometimes, like, being in a relationship, like, I just had that shit. I had that moment where I'd be like, damn, like, do I, in a sense, do I still got it? But I was younger days. But, like, as I'm older, that shit faded. But yeah, early on, I did have it.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely used to have that shit though. So, not gonna lie. Especially, sometimes, after 6 years, sometimes you might get a little bored and shit too. Like I said, I was younger. Shit. You ain't really appreciate the shit that you was in or value it that much. So, yeah, I definitely did. Just see if I still get it type shit.
Still maturing.
Yeah, and yeah, sometimes for guys, it'd be, not even just for guys, for girls too, because sometimes you just entertain the shit. Yeah. Not even like, it don't even be real. You may not even be attracted to the motherfucker, but you just like, shit, it was something to do at the time. I was bored. And you really do be bored. You know, it don't be
No, seriously.
It just be some shit like
I'ma
shit.
just peek your
Somebody
interest.
can text right now. I'm just
Right.
Yeah, because I'm literally one of them people like I do everything with you except link.
it's an off thing. That shit. What happened? I thought we supposed to link. Oh, I ain't even got to say that.
Link, I don't even like you no more. It's like fuck it. Like I don't even really care. But now like that I'm older, I didn't have my little fat shit, but now that I'm older, like I actually feel like that boring shit. Like you know, how you feel like you're bored, but then it's like now I have somebody that makes me like calm. I don't yell because I'm so used to being like turned up and always on go. But now I see like it's not necessarily boredom, it's just healthy. You know what I'm saying? It's like you ain't always on go. You know how some people be like, I don't want to pick an argument because I want to see, you know what I'm saying, the motherfucker gonna argue with me back. But it's just really just like you really like sit in and you take like your toxic ways and you be like, no, this shit just really just like this what healthy. This what a healthy relationship feel like. Like we vibe, we do our own thing, we do nothing but together. We sit in the same space, we sit in silence and shit like that. Like that's just what healthiness feel like. We communicate like adults. That's just what a healthy relationship is. It don't have nothing to do with like, oh damn, like it's just boring. But some people don't like get that, and I think that's what a lot of people like fall deep into feeling like they need somebody else or start going off into other relationships because they feel like, oh, we're not doing anything. We dating, we talking, we having sex, we going out, we still dating each other. Then it's like people with kids, we dealing with the kids, so it's like we doing what the fuck adults supposed to be doing. We're not supposed to be yelling and disrespecting each other and shit like that. And it took me until like currently at this big age to feel like, no, it ain't really that. It's just not shit going on. It's just that it's healthy. So
yeah, I feel like our generation thinks it's something wrong if ain't nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Like you must be doing something else or your attention must be somewhere else. But really it's like this is how shit's supposed to go.
Yeah, exactly.
You supposed to be happy with your partner. Like you supposed to just live a life of like shit being like just copacetic. Like everything's just flowing how it's supposed to organically. Like that's what the fuck you want. You don't want to be dealing with no. I feel like when we was younger, we would think you kind of want a little chaos in your relationship. But it's like, no. Every other thing in this world bring me chaos. Like I'd rather my safe space not be chaotic.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Yeah.
And nobody really has time for this. Like we at this big ass age, we got responsibilities, we got jobs giving us hell.
Hello.
Kids here and there, like shit, and then it just be like your own little personal shit that you have to deal with on your own. Where you really be fighting your own fucking demons that you really can't explain nobody but you and God. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the last thing I need is a nigga just getting on my motherfucking nerves. And it's like, and I'm one of them people like I have a zero tolerance. Like I'm real strict. It's just like none of that over here. I can't because I'm one of them people that's like okay with my own space, my own time. Like, I can be alone, unlike a lot of people. I can be by myself. So it's like if you're not here and you're not seeing your ass down, it's like I can't really rock with you like that.
Do you feel like being by yourself, you learn more about yourself? And like, is that like your a lot of some people, is it your healing time?
You know what? Speaking of healing, I don't really think I ever healed alone. I mean, it's probably not really good, but I feel like I'm kind of like cool with being alone to where I know if I shouldn't be dating while I'm healed type shit. But I honestly don't think like being by myself, I kind of get a lot of alone time, but like I get that anyway. Like relationship, I'm gonna take my time to myself. If I feel like a relationship is overbearing and it's not doing anything, then I'm not even gonna rock with it because I do like I'm a loner, so I really do need like my own little space, my own little everything. It's like if it's not like that, it's gonna be complicated. And it's like I'm not gonna really feel you in a relationship and shit like that because I love myself when I let anybody.
Same here. I think for me, I grew up an only child, so for me, like when I'm healing and shit like that, I isolate myself. Period. Like I gotta go be by myself. I'll be quick to go. I go to the movies by myself. I go sit down and eat by myself. All of that. I enjoy my own company. It's because I know, especially if I get into a little mood or some shit like that, anybody gonna let me down if I'm only dependent on myself at that particular time. So, shit for me, like I definitely agree with that shit. I have to isolate myself, let me heal on my own, then I can go be around people and shit like that. Until I get me right, Yeah, like this.
I feel the same way because I go by like you can't make nobody else happy if you ain't happy. So if like I'm sitting here moping, fucked up, my shit gonna rub off on everybody around me and shit like that. So I don't even want that to be out there in the world anyway. I'm gonna make sure I'm solid mentally, and then like it took me to like stop talking to girls for a while. Like I'm just like, no, you know what, fuck this. I ain't gonna be. I'm no dates. I ain't going nowhere. I'm just gonna focus on getting my shit together, take care of me, and I'm gonna post some more time into my kids. And then like once I felt healthy enough to do it, all right, now I'm gonna go out and like experience it. But that
So
shit
when
took
do
me
you
some time.
know, like, what's that feeling like? Not saying it's like an actual definition or anything like, but when do you know, like, okay, I'm ready?
It took me like 3 months, but it was just like shit. Not being out after a while, like seeing or like sometimes seeing my old self, like me being out, like damn, I was out doing this. I need to go do this again. Or somebody even give you that reminder, like damn, Joe, you ain't been outside in a minute. Then you have to really sit back and self-reflect, like damn, my show been locked in for a minute. All right, let me go on and like reward myself in a sense, like just relax myself, and then that just be my time when I'm out, like. I mean, shit, I got kids. You know how they say the single moms, when they out there do their thing. I was a single dad at the point in time, so I had to, shit, I had to utilize my time. Shit.
No, utilize
it.
Like as far as like healing with me, like when I just said like I never really felt like I healed alone because it's like I get out of a relationship. I don't know because I don't feel like I don't really count everything as a relationship, but like I stop talking to somebody or whatever like that. Like dudes is so easy. They just come. Like you can be by yourself. Hey, can I talk to you? Well, I ain't really vibing with talking to nobody right now. I'll take your number. And it's like they want to go. Let's go out on a date. And it's like I wasn't really trying to do that, but I feel like I don't think I ever really healed alone before. Like I went through a bad little. I ain't even gonna say a bad breakup. I wouldn't beat up or nothing, but like it was like fucked up. And I started talking to somebody, and then it's like, okay, I'm somebody that like keep it 1,000 as soon as come in. Hey, I just got a breakup. I just want to vibe. I just want to cool. But niggas start vibing, and they love it here. So it's like, I be vibing for a little minute or whatever like that. But I honestly feel like my current relationship kind of just like really, it's like he healed with me. It's just like everything was so gentle. It wasn't yelling. It wasn't everything. So it's like in a time of me healing on my own, I still kind of feel like he kind of knew like, I don't think that this is going to be 100%, but I'm enjoy the time while I'm here type shit. So it was like, even though I was kind of healing with him, I didn't really feel him as like a distraction. Like I didn't feel like I had to be like alone. Like he gave me my space. He didn't like pressure me like, okay, so it's been 6 months and I've been taking you out. So you know what I'm saying? Like, are we doing anything? Like it wasn't really no pressure. It was kind of like, whenever you ready, I'm ready, or whatever the case may be. So it's like, I don't really feel, and I only say now because I feel like I actually feel my emotions as an adult more than back then, because then it wasn't really shit to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I let nigga go, whatever, I talk to you, whatever. If we don't work out, that's fine. But now I feel like now that I'm older, I'm dating for the future, who I want my man, who I want my baby daddy to be, who I want my husband to be, shit like that. So now I kind of, not that I didn't take it serious, but now I kind of like really put my emotions on that. Because I used to be on froze. Like, if it's not working out, I just leave. I don't even let myself catch feelings.
So I was gonna ask you, what you feel like the turning point was of that? Like, what was the moment that made you like decide to just, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna take my relationship more serious.
I think it was like that. It was something that he said that kind of like stuck with me. And he said something like, what the fuck? This is supposed to be something memorable, but I cannot remember. But it was something that he said that it's like, okay, so like everybody believe in God, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. So it's like, like when you have your conversation with God, right? And you kind of give him like, you tell him something and you give him like a sign or something. And it's like that sign come through somebody else. Mm-hmm. It was kind of like one of those type of things. And I was just like, am I tweaking or is it like,
where you come from?
Yeah. And they kind of like threw me off a little bit because I be trying not to be so spiritual, but you can't. Sometimes you can't help it.
For real.
And then it was like at a point my mama like really really liked them and like nobody had it. I ain't gonna say she don't like nobody. She tolerate people, but she ain't really like, oh hey, you know what I'm saying? She don't really too much cool because she say I don't really, I came with like the street boys and I got a nigga with a job type shit. So it's like total difference. So it's like that was another thing. And then it was just like his aura, just how somebody just makes you want to be calm. And it's just like, nigga, what you gonna have? And I think at that point it was kind of like, yeah, I think this might be it. Like I might be cool. And then everything else just like, even though it was good on paper, because some people be good on paper, and then it's like outside of the paper, it's kind of like it's boring. It was kind of like cool, you know what I'm saying? So that's really kind of like.
What about you, Maurice?
I want to go back to the healing question, because I think that it's good to heal by yourself, but you still like your healing process doesn't complete itself until you reach your next person for real. Mm-hmm. And I say that because like just from my example personally, I was in a relationship with a dude. It was so traumatic. Like it was just the whole relationship was trash. Like head to toe. Should have seen it coming like bad. And I think when I kind of like got over it, I was in this stage of like, oh, okay, I'm single, so like I'm gonna do what I want. And in that healing process, I feel like I learned like what I do like, what I don't like, what I might deal with. And it's like, hell no, that's a non-negotiable. I ain't doing that shit. Mm-hmm. And it was like, okay, cool. Like I'm in this state of like I feel good being single. I like to date, do what I want, move how I want. I love that shit. But then it was like when I found my person, I realized I wasn't necessarily healed because all of that trauma or that negative experience I had in that last relationship, it kind of got unintentionally pinned on the next person. Mm-hmm. It's like I know what a nigga is capable of, so now you gotta feel the reaction of the bad shit I experienced, which means I'm not really healed. Right. Because I'm still worried about that other shit.
Yes. Because if you don't know until you put in that situation.
Right. And that's like, oh shit, it's making me feel. Yeah. Exactly. It's very triggering. And I feel like working with that person, breaking down them walls that was like, I'm nervous about this. I experienced this, so now I'm kind of like hesitant. Like going through that is when you realize like, excuse me, I'm really healed from it because I don't even think about it no more. Like that's when you know, like you really completed, in my opinion, you really completed that healing process. Like I could let all these walls down, all the shit they used to scare me, have me worried. I see you move a certain way, so I'm having second thoughts. That don't even got to be a thought no more, because I'm healed from that other shit. I know you're nothing like what I've experienced before, so I'm good.
That was me and trust issues.
Yes,
like being a dude that like sometimes like I used to talk to girls that had boyfriends. They would just A-okay with it. You feel me? Like not a thought about it. So like when I getting into a relationship again, I'm looking like, damn, like you real nice, but you could be just like that.
I was just tracking somebody.
She was real there, and she was real nice.
Like, exactly. She was great.
Nice, and she nice to him, like but like that was one of the things that trust issues rubbed off on me. That was something I had to heal from, like not being like, not pinning that, like you say, pinning, like not being like, oh, you're gonna do the same thing, and just seeing and taking the actions for what they are.
All right, so I got a question when it comes to emotional awareness or intelligence when it comes to your partner saying how they feel emotionally when it comes to you. Like it's a flaw that you may have, but it's you willing to change it. But when they come to you about it, you just immediately start getting defensive. But you want to keep having a open relationship when it comes to y'all emotions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it has been.
So you saying like if my partner brings something to me that they have a problem with or they want me to change,
right,
and I get defensive about it, how do we move forward knowing that I've been defensive previously?
Knowing you've been defensive previously, and you also told your partner like, I want you to be open and honest with me about certain situations, such as this, but you don't know how to take it. But you want him to continue to be open.
Oh, okay. So it's two sides. One, I definitely have to shoot each other. Y'all gotta hold each other accountable in everything. So even if my man notices I'm getting defensive, he can bring that to me like, oh babe, we said that we were gonna have these conversations. We said we was gonna do this, but how I feel is like it's going a little left, or maybe you're not receiving what I'm saying the right way. Okay. The second thing which kind of ties into that is his delivery. Because I feel like sometimes men don't understand a level of sensitivity sometimes. You could be telling me like, I don't like the way you put the bed, like I don't like the way you make the bed in the morning. I don't like it. But it's like if you deliver it like you make the bed bogus as hell, bed dirty, pillows not fluff. What is that? That ain't no crease or no corner, that's sloppy.
Like who taught you?
Who taught you how to make a motherfucking bed? I know your mama ain't teach you that. Like, oh yeah. Or you could be like, hey babe, I think it's real nice when like you fluff the pillows, or like when you really tighten that sheet, like make it real tight, make it crisp. I like that. Can you keep doing that? The delivery was so different. You ain't necessarily come out like I ain't like that shit, but it's like, ooh, I noticed that you did this before. Can you do that again? Like, I like that. Don't put the negative on it. Make it like a positive, but it's like it'd be even better if you did this. It's good, but it'd be great if you did this.
Stroking. Okay.
Right, we like to like tell me.
Yeah.
Tell me I'm
and
that girl.
And that's the thing. I don't even necessarily think it's. I don't even think like because I don't need my ego stroke. I don't want to sound so like, but like.
Don't come down on me like you're coming for me.
You don't have to talk down on me because I'm real. So you can get wild, and I'm gonna get wilder, and then now we're like this.
You gave me 10, I gave you 100.
Exactly. So it's just like
my delivery sucks sometimes.
Man,
sometimes I have to no, but I do, and like I say it, and then I stop myself and like, you know what, my bad, that didn't sound right. Yeah. And then I say it again because that's something like I don't know. I be just. Shit, I get to you in a raw sometimes. That's just me. Shit, like sometimes I might just say it in raw. I don't necessarily mean it in a bad way. It's just like how I say it. It's how I talk.
I'll probably be the same way though, because sometimes with me, if I know it's some shit that I know my emotions tied to, I'm definitely probably gonna say the wrong shit. So I might need a couple days to get my words together, so I don't say the wrong shit.
But see, if somebody telling you that right spot on, and you have to answer, then.
Yeah,
that's difficult right there. Because like I said, my emotions tied in, I might fuck around and say some stupid shit.
Yeah, that's something I've learned to stop doing. Like when I'm mad, like in that moment, I be like, you know what? I said I'm gonna come back and record this conversation. I can't talk right now. I like calm myself down right now. I can't talk right
now. That's for sure how we do. Like my man will make it be very clear. Like if I say something right now, like our conversation will go left. So just I need a second. Or I'd be like, nah, my attitude bad. I'll be back. But I think we've gone to couples therapy since before we got engaged. And I feel like that low-key helped us a lot. Because before it was like, I'm talking to you, like, ain't no come back and talk. We gonna talk right now because I'm talking to you. But sometimes you realize like it ain't worth that. Nerves being bad attitude, like it don't be worth it.
Well, I got another question for y'all. Do y'all go to sleep mad at y'all partners?
No.
Yeah, I agree. Y'all anything like, we get into it, we gotta fix it.
And then like back to what y'all was saying, like I feel like it's more me than him. So I'm the person with like the bad delivery sometimes, and but I'm real apologetic. You know what I'm saying? So like if I feel like that, and I feel like I go off or whatever like that, I'm like, you know what? I'm sorry. I probably shouldn't have said. I said what the fuck I said.
Right. I meant to say it like
that. I probably shouldn't have said it like that though. So it's like, but yeah.
Hey, so what was it like? When the first time y'all fought around y'all party?
You know what? What's crazy? It's been like almost 5 years. I still have it.
Oh, you don't get the brain answers. You gotta stop playing.
I hate that.
Break that shit out.
I have a belief that the girls don't do that.
Wait, when you pass gas, where you go?
I leave out.
So you be like,
every time?
You be like, hold on, I'll be right back.
I leave out.
I'm gonna get some water.
Yeah.
You make up something before you go?
I leave out every time.
Damn, so he fought around you?
Yeah, he have a few times.
Few times? Oh shit. You?
Yeah, but
I'll go farther out my partner. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not obnoxious with it.
okay, so
Like I'm not
just
obnoxious. Understand? I'm a lady, but when it first started happening, I had to tell him like, I just want you to know, I can't keep holding it in. Like it hurt. He was like, "What hurt?" And I was like, like, my bad. And he's like, "What the fuck?"
You gonna smell this a little bit.
Like, I don't know. I also have like stomach shit. Like my stomach be hurting. And I feel like if I hold it in, that's gonna make it hurt even worse.
So just the way.
But again, I ain't just walking around this bitch like.
So like, how long y'all been together?
Officially or like unofficially?
Unofficially.
6 years.
Okay, so what was the first time that you?
Oh, not until like maybe
What year?
3 years ago.
3? Damn.
Yeah, I did go. Okay, but that was because we started living together too. Yeah, we've been living together.
Before she moved in.
I just feel like it's okay for dudes. Like, I don't be bothered on the dude tip. As long as y'all not loud.
We on socks. Come on.
So,
Wait. I forgot we
close the door. What out? Get out, screw
Y'all, this is my nephew. He live. Okay, bye. You gotta go.
Peace.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Yeah, because I'm messing up. I'm messing up our
We on live and stuff. What you just said?
Yeah, I just feel like dudes.
Yeah. I be passing gas and shit.
Yeah, shit. If I got a shit too. Look, listen. Watch out.
Are you gonna tell her?
What?
I
Yeah.
do too. I mean,
Now
I
that right there, that's the shit I don't give a fuck about.
You.
And that's, I know that's like.
So you might as well
That's
bro.
No, I know, but it's
That's
different if you just sitting there.
It's
It's
a
like
lingering gas.
like
Nah.
that
it
there's
is.
weird, but
You blow
as
your own
far as
stuff
that,
up.
Yeah.
I would do that in front of anybody.
You blow your own stuff with me.
I'm
Fart. That's
sorry.
what it is. She don't
Because that's one thing I'm not bottling up. I'll go purple with a gas, but any shit,
Yeah, I gotta go.
Purple.
it's out.
No. That's
It's out.
loud.
I'm not
Say the
missing
boot
out.
busters ain't that strong. I ain't
I ain't
holding that.
missing no bowel movement. The older you get, you need to shit.
That's right. The older you get, you need shit.
If you ain't shit, it's some shit is cracked up in your colon system. I'm not missing no shit.
On me, I feel the same way. Cause
No.
at a certain age, they gotta go crazy with us. And I ain't getting shit stuck up me. I ain't
Oh,
going.
no.
You ain't pushing
Yeah,
up
no.
my booty. Fuck that.
Hey,
That shit over with. That shit over.
My-
with. I
my
got
supervisor-
good that shit happen too.
my supervisor working, he said, "Man, Joe, he said you go to the bathroom a lot." I said, "Hey, I'm gonna tell you now, I shit a lot, man. Like when
That's
I eat,
good though.
like when I eat, I use the bathroom, bro. Like I'm a human. Like,
I tell you.
like he's like, man, you use the bathroom. Like, when I gotta go to
That
the
means
bathroom,
shit
sir, I'm
function.
going to the
Right,
bathroom.
that mean my shit working right. You need to go get yours tested.
Seriously.
Funny as hell.
Hey, matter of fact, look, quick ad break. Hey, shout out to 616, my boy Fly Gotti and Chartesia T Love. Shout out to them.
Evolve 616.
Evolve in the 616. Tap in, love the Slay Boutique. Tap in with them.
Underscore love the slave boutique.
Y'all trying to say it again because
Underscore
love to Slay Boutique. Love to Slay Boutique.
Is
That's
that,
number
right.
two.
was that the last episode y'all had?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
She was last episode. Yeah.
Okay, friend.
Y'all trying to take another shot?
Yeah,
Shoot,
we take
come
one.
on.
That's
Shot. Y'all, my knees be like. I think I need to get
That shit
tall.
cracking.
Yeah, I gotta get tall couches for this one. My shit look too long for it.
I'm scared.
give me a peach. I ain't take a shot at last time.
Now that shot the last time. These little ass shot glasses. Look, y'all. These
This is for them
glasses.
motherfuckers.
Little as
Right,
hell.
it sound like
You
it's
hear that
I still can't believe that the Tito's.
Hey man, this was a day I was being real cheap. And
Straight
I
Tito's.
don't even know how long this motherfucker been in the back.
Since we barbecued that day.
That was like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
3 weeks
But
ago.
y'all, but like you feel something, but it don't make you feel funny.
What, Tito's?
I'm this is the most consistent consistent I ever had Tito's. I had Tito's earlier and now.
I just don't fuck with vodka like that. Like I
But
just
that's
had.
not that bad compared to every other vodka.
I had
This rubbing alcohol.
Where did I go? For my birthday, we went to Texas Roadhouse, and I had no, not Texas Roadhouse. We went to Texas Roadhouse for my birthday, but we went to Red Lobster.
Jenny sent out that late
Right.
Huh?
You
Yeah.
sent that motherfucker out 3 hours before.
Hey family, sorry it's late.
We couldn't decide what
We
we
were
was doing.
juggling the baby.
Everything been crazy.
This
We
man
went
like
to
her.
we went to Red Lobsters, and I got Absolute in my Long Island, and that shit tasted horrible.
Absolutely.
All I tasted was the
In your
Absolute.
Long Island, I thought
They
they put
made it.
everything
They
but
put that
Absolute
right.
in there.
They put at like at Red Lobsters, they make a different one, and they got Absolute in there, and that shit is horrible. I don't like. I have to have tequila in my shit.
This one for the bad bitches.
Bad bitches, married bitches, proposed bitches.
And the real fathers and the
Man.
real niggas out there.
Yeah.
Salute to
Shout out
y'all.
to y'all too. They sure hurt.
Woo! Damn, the Lakers lost again. He
Oh
said,
my
let's
God.
talk about the Lakers down 3-0.
Who said that?
Hey,
Hey,
Well, I did
let's
look.
talk about the Lakers down 3-0. They weren't supposed to be carrying them. That was some shit.
well, you said they weren't supposed to be
I
there?
know
You
No,
heard
they
what she
was,
said.
they
They
was
They
the better
offering
basketball
people
team.
money.
They weren't supposed to be done.
They was the better basketball team at the time.
But guess what?
The Lakers were.
3-0, that's some bullshit.
I don't know if I
Hey,
agree
them
with that.
were
Oh,
cold.
you know what was crazy?
Joker
I don't
need
really
his
care.
ring.
I really want Butler to get a ring.
Jimmy
I
Butler.
want Joker to get
I wouldn't
a
be
ring.
mad if Jimmy Butler got his shit.
No.
I like Jamal
Tell
Murray.
MJ son to sit down.
Jamal Murray, nasty. That motherfucker crazy. He big
Yeah.
as hell. He had 24.
I just
He
want
was
somebody
12 or
to get
15.
that field. It don't really
The
matter.
Nuggets.
Well,
Wait,
yeah,
what?
the Nuggets too. I ain't
That's what I want
nothing
to
against
get.
nothing against them. I'm just saying, like I mean, like Butler just giving me Chicago vibes. You know,
Yeah, he be
Chicago
talking shit.
thinky thing.
Williams was talking shit to
He
him
funny as
yesterday.
hell.
But
He
I'll be
Yeah.
cool if the
The bet.
Nuggets get it too because that's a whole new
Too
slate, a
fucking
whole
smart.
new everything.
Yes.
I'll be cool.
Yeah,
with
you
that.
been watching the finals, haven't
I have. I was just in some other shit.
you?
Shit, I actually just bought the YouTube TV for that shit too.
Yes, we got you too.
It's on regular TV though.
I don't get
No,
cable.
all of them, the
Oh.
game today was on ESPN.
Yeah, a couple ESPN. That's
I don't.
Oh,
That ain't
right.
regular TV.
Oh, I got
It
it.
is right.
That's
Oh,
cable.
people don't have
Internet,
cable no
that's
more.
it.
Yeah, that's right. Ain't that
Everybody
crazy?
streams.
Isn't that crazy how don't nobody have cable no more?
Dead
Yeah,
ass. We
that's
got
all.
Hulu.
You
We
don't
got
get that
Hulu.
shit.
Yeah, I got all that shit.
We got
First,
every fucking
Prime.
app you could think of.
Same here.
Peacock, Paramount Plus.
But wait,
I ain't got Paramount.
So,
I ain't got that
Lifetime.
like that.
so look, with having that, which y'all might as well just have fucking cable.
No.
No,
Because
hell
you
no.
have all the same
Because
stuff.
you get tens. You all that shit add up, and then like different shit stream different
It's still
places.
cheap.
Okay,
in
yeah,
the
that's
damn
right.
bill.
I do see that. You can watch
And
it.
then you know the motherfucking cable would be like $190 a month. Like that's fucking
AT&T like
absurd.
motherfucker. Like,
And on top of
For
that, you
real.
know, extra premiums that you want, like if you want them movie channels, that's extra money. When I can just
Yeah.
pay $8.99 a month for Stars.
Yeah.
I don't use Stars for nothing but power and
Can't
anything
select it
50
every
Some
time.
good ass fucking movies be coming up on Stars though.
Stars, yeah, they start you.
Y'all watch Tubi be having that
You
shit.
got them.
I ain't
You
watching.
got
I
them.
be watching
No,
some
it's
of
not.
the movies.
No, see, this is the thing. Everybody think it's just that shit from Detroit.
That was
Fucking
good though.
Tubi have fucking everything. They got all the break. As of today, they have Jeepers Creepers 1, 2. Don't Breathe. I'm just going off the top of my head. Tender, all the Bring It On movies, all the
Tubi is
Shafts.
good.
It's not. It's literally like
Is it free?
a lot. It's free as
I'm
fuck.
going to two because I fuck with
It's
Bring
free
It
as
On.
fuck.
I be Spirit Finger. It's that. That shit was funny as hell. That was
No, but like
No,
it
it's
be
not Spirit
movies.
Finger.
No, but it be like old movies on there. It be a lot of fucking movies on there. Like, oh, I'm trying to see Major Pain. I don't watch Major Pain like
I ain't
3
seen that
times.
shit so fucking
I be
long.
watching
It be
Who's trying to
different
sit and watch
series.
old people movies?
No, it's
I'm not
it be
watching
new
Major
people.
Pain.
Yo,
The
Major
Judas
Pain was
movie.
funny.
I don't want to watch it.
Look,
The
I just
Judas movie, the Judas and Messiah shit. What the fuck is it
Judah and
called?
the Messiah.
That shit up on it. Like it's a lot of.
So, you say
just
you
go
wanna
on
It's
there.
on
You want to
HBO
watch
too.
old movies.
I'm just
but, like,
saying, don't like it. That's
all
free
old
though.
movies
You
is
gotta pay for
classic.
HBO.
Movies look better.
Just
but,
go on
like,
there.
Yeah, when movies are like too old, I get stuck on
It's-
like the cinema work behind it. Like,
yeah, because now you live
These
through that
effects
generation
is
of the
ass.
transition of it. Yeah,
like you just punched him and
What's
you barely
old?
punched him.
I like all the So like, think about how we used to watch movies coming up and how movies look now.
And
Okay,
we
so
thought that shit was real.
what's considered old that you just can't?
Probably like anything 2000s or
Because
the
I watch the
90s
fuck
is
out of
old.
old movies.
Like,
Pretty Woman, I watch that shit every
they
day.
good. Don't get me wrong. They still good. I still watch them.
They have better storylines
Yeah.
and stuff, but the graphics
The
and all
graphics
that.
are way better now.
Poo-poo.
And fighting
that's true.
movies,
Cause
everything.
Think Like a Man, I don't know what the fuck they did to that movie, but that fucking movie is so fucking crispy. You could just watch that shit just because.
But that was the transition, like
that shit
cameras
like
and shit.
Yeah,
That's when all that shit started coming out. Like,
yeah, that movie is fucking glass. I love it.
Tell the difference.
ITV, I feel like the
God.
older TV shows are better than they are today.
Oh yes.
The TV shows that we had coming up was way better than the TV shows that
It's
kids
the
had.
Power universe.
No,
You
but
talk about kids stuff.
But not even like, I mean,
See,
TV
back
shows
then,
we
The Wire.
had scripts like that. The
Yeah,
Wire.
The Wire
Wow.
was good, but I mean, season
nothing
they
fucking
didn't
with The
give
Wire.
you every single season good because season 2 was booger.
No, it was slow as hell.
Exactly.
It was super slow.
I didn't get a slow season of Power though.
Yeah, I agree on that.
A Power what? The original?
The original season 4 was slow.
Either one. I like the spinoff with Tariq. I like
That's
every
good,
single
too.
season,
I'm
and I like the original Power with Ghost.
One of those seasons was slow.
I think it was
I don't
slow.
remember which one, but it was slow as fuck.
I don't know. It had me tuned in every
The
Sunday.
spinoff is like it's cool, but it's like I really really like it, but I just feel like the success only came like it wouldn't have survived on its own.
Yeah.
I just said that.
They dragging it out. The storyline.
I feel like that it
I
wouldn't
don't know where
survive
they
on
gonna go
its
this
own.
next
They dragged it out.
season.
They make it seem like Ghost to me. I feel like Ghost, damn, that really ain't even dead.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people been saying.
But they said for the right price he'd come back. He said for
And
the right price
that's
he'd
what
come
it
back.
is.
Better be
But
better.
They left
Everybody
that door
know-
open.
Fuck that. The Fast and Furious. Since we talk about movies, them motherfuckers, everybody coming back from the dead except Paul.
And that motherfucker got
Everybody
superpowers.
coming back from
Oh yeah, they brought
that shit
Jason
is a
Statham
Marvel
back.
series.
Yeah.
that
Yeah, they
shit
asked
is
the Avengers.
yes,
Yeah,
that-
they the
They
driving.
be jumping through the air, grabbing each other, multiplying heavy strength.
And then you
Come
know
out
the
the lanes
ending,
and
that
shit.
little clip that you get at the end, they got the little clips at the end.
Yeah, they
I
definitely-
think
they-
that's
they
that
was
shit.
fighting.
I just saw that shit yesterday.
Yeah,
I gotta go see
it
it.
wasn't bad. It was better than that.
I heard now it's her.
Way
That's
better
the one
than
with John
that.
Cena, right?
Yeah.
Now it's John Cena.
Yeah. It was way better than that, but it was unnecessarily long. It was a tad like the joke was a little bit corny. But
What up, Toya?
Cool. Okay, so coping mechanisms. Like as far as like how do you like cope with like I ain't even gonna say like a bad day, but like
Damn,
when you
movie
like
bad day. Okay.
no, but I what made me bring this up is because like watching old things and like cause movies bring me back to a place where I was when I was watching. So like I watch like a lot of Disney Plus. I watch like a lot of like like shit that we was when we was kids when life was great type shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I use it as a coping mechanism, but I kind of like recently found it out like maybe like 5-6 months ago. Like damn, I like watch a lot of old shit and I wonder why, but it put me in like a really happy space. Like old movies, songs, like when you listen to certain songs, it puts you in a certain type of space, or when you like out certain places. So like what are y'all like coping mechanisms to like they like turn your mental down, put you in a good mental space?
Gaming.
Mm-hmm.
I can play the game. I can zone out. Make me feel like a kid, like when I was fucking 16 and I ain't got a care in the world. And I'm just down here and I'm just like, I might yell at the game, but me yelling is just me getting it ain't even like me being mad. I'm just me enjoying it. Like it's me getting that shit out. So like gaming and then shit. Now it's just being dad, like just being around the boys. Like seeing the boys, if I'm having a bad day, I see them and one of them do some shit that make me smile. So I'll be like, all right, it ain't that bad. I'll be all right. I'll be cool.
Man, for me, it's a few different things though, for real. It could be simple as going to the gym. Going to the gym, that should be therapy for me. Or a day in the house, just watching movies all day. Like you said, just watching old shit. Like, I kind of feel that though. Definitely, because I definitely put on Disney Plus and throw a old ass Disney movie on my son or some shit. I'll be more interested in his ass.
Yeah.
Why? Who knows? But and then another one, that's really it. Just spending time with my sons, like you saying, like just simple and shit. We can be kicking with the dogs and shit. Well, yeah, really, the dogs. My son and the dogs. Like I'll be out there trying to do some new training shit, but next you know I'm out there 2 hours, don't even know it type shit. So
Yeah.
that's probably something.
I would definitely say mine is writing. I write
I love
short
that too.
stories, blogs. I love to write. Sometimes I write about like absolutely nothing, but I feel like if you get all your thoughts out on paper, it's like just I don't know, it's like physically just leaving my mind and going somewhere else.
That's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Right.
What's
I
up?
love writing. I can literally sit and watch like 10 pages, college rule, front and back about whatever the fuck on my mind at the time or something I care about or whatever it may be. Like because I feel like it kind of put like the little steam on it where you don't really talk, but it's like you ever be in that time when you be cussing up out on the text and you just go. Like you can't get the words out, but you can get the. That's how fucking writing feels. It's like a rush a little bit. And you just say a lot of things. So.
What's your favorite thing to write about?
I love writing short stories. I always say like about things that have happened to me. I like writing short stories, period. Like whether it's fiction or something that actually happened.
Okay.
Like I had a blog that I was doing for a couple of years. It was about, I hope my man don't see this, but it was about my sexcapades, like crazy stories that I've just experienced, like just crazy sex stories. And I had wrote a blog. You had
Is they like just in your mind?
No, I wrote this in a blog.
Okay.
Like, and I let people read it, but you had to have a password to get on my blog.
Okay.
And my shit was busting. Like people would really like read it and then come back and be like, "Damn, yo, that's funny," or like, "This is so relatable." Because I would try to like make it funny, but put a lesson behind it too. Because somebody gonna read it, so it's like.
Give us one of the blogs.
Right, I was about to say you got to enlighten us now. Like,
Yeah, give us a blog stuff.
We gotta do that on another show. Oh my god, we gotta do that on another show because I would have to go through it and tell
okay, then tell us. Everybody gives one embarrassing moment during sex. I'll go first.
Yeah, go ahead.
I caught a Charlie horse in my leg, a cramp. I'm talking about a real cramp in the back of my thigh, the hamstring. I caught that motherfucker trying to do some acrobatic ass shit, man. I couldn't even put my drawers back on type shit. You sure you can't even bend your legs? My shit is stiff. See, I couldn't even bend that motherfucker. And I'm scared to even bend that motherfucker. Probably about some embarrassing one.
I can't really think of one, but I can tell y'all one that pissed me off. Let me tell y'all. Because I've been meaning to get this out.
Somebody got to hear this shit.
Okay, so you know how it's like, okay, well, y'all probably don't know because y'all are men, but Marissa, it's like that time when you're talking to somebody, right? And y'all talking, y'all vibing, y'all been talking for so long, but like sex has never been like in play. And you kind of feel like, okay, it's been X amount of time. I probably should just, you know what I'm saying, just go for it because I feel like he's been patient. Let me just go ahead. Fucking word of advice: if you go 10 years, go 20. Don't ever, never, ever. If you go longer than probably a year, if you make somebody wait, keep letting their ass wait. Do not like fold unless it's probably like a year or something like that. But anyways, it had been a long time. Like it had been a long time. And I'm just like, it was a long time. I can't say the years because I don't know like wrapping up.
Don't get the door on
that. It was just a long ass time. Like it was a long time to where a motherfucker probably have been like on your ass, like, bro, but you gonna fuck them up. Like, but it was a long time. And we finally like got to that point. And I kind of was just like, you know what? I'm in the mood. I'm like, he's real nice. You know what I'm saying? He's not thirsty and shit like that. So I'm like, you know what? I feel like I ain't gonna say he deserved it, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why not? You know, it's been long, it's been a while. We got there. The moment was cool. I kid you fucking not. This is what happened. So the vibe is going well or whatever like that. We kind of get in mode. And then this is so weird because my brother right here, but like it was like
I'm trying to think like, yo, what the fuck?
Like literally, it was like it like started and then it stopped, right? And so I'm like, in back of my mind, I'm thinking like, okay, so if it go quick, you kind of just like, toss some shit around. You kind of like, just make it, just kind of like drag it out in your own little special way, right? Nah, this motherfucker go to the kitchen, go get some water. Who would it? Get some water. What you tired from? So I'm drinking the water. I'm going along with it because it's like I don't want to put up the bag because I don't know if something's gonna start after this or
Right,
whatever.
that was
You know what I'm
appetizer.
saying? Like, we can ask for water, whatever like that. This motherfucker literally, alright, and like just gently like went to sleep. That shit was I literally haven't seen him since. That's how
Wait,
fucked
so
up
like
it
how
was.
when you say fast? Like,
It was like, okay, so it was like the start of the moment, like we get in the groove, and then it was like boom, boom, boom. And then that was it. I kid you not, on my entire fucking life. It had to be literally three of the slowest strokes I ever fucking witnessed in my fucking life. And I'm not even big up on like sex stories, but that's one of the ones that really got me up because it's like, bro, you had X amount of years.
You took all this motherfucking
This shit's supposed to be the moment of your fucking life.
Yeah, the Olympics.
And it was just like, what are we doing?
Said, nigga, what you
So I felt like I wasn't even gonna say nothing. I wasn't even gonna say nothing.
you probably ain't had none a long time though.
That could be it. But what I'm saying, but my thing here is, I feel like you got to redeem yourself. If it's like that,
I'm saying something right there.
I respect the
Where you
man.
going? Come on.
I respect the man that makes sure I get mine before he get his, because that's important.
Yeah.
You didn't even care about me. It was just like, you know what I'm saying? I kind of felt like it. I didn't even feel disrespected or like that, but I kind of felt like, well, damn. So I kind of let it blow over, whatever the case may be. So I'm like, should I confront this? Because I'm not really a confronter. I'm just really a like disappearing type of act. So I'm like, I feel like we've been talking long enough for that. So I feel like, yeah, let me say something. So I sent the longest paragraph, and I just kind of like broke it down in detail. And like I said, my delivery be off, but I made sure that it was like, well, hey, I thought that it was gonna be this, and I just kind of felt like we should have went about it like this way. This man like literally like flipped it up on me. I don't know what he's talking about, but at the end of the day, it's like it just went to some whole other. I didn't even respond because this is like, and my whole point of telling the story, I'm telling you right now, if you made a nigga wait a lot of years, don't ever, never, ever let that shit drag out. Don't ever give him no pussy. Don't ever in your life. Let that shit go as long as it's dirt. Don't let that shit. Let that shit go as long as ever, because I promise you, if I could go back, it would be on fucking year 25 or whatever the fuck, how many years it was. Like, don't ever do that shit. That's like a dude that be on your heels for like 4 and 5 years, or a chick that been trying to let that shit go. Don't fold. Don't be like, you know what, this bitch been on my heels for like 7 years. Let me give her a chance. No. It's a reason. Something that you told you to say no for a reason. So just keep going. That shit is the worst experience. So speaking of worst sex experience or whatever the fuck, that probably was my worst one. And nothing was bad. It was just the way that you reacted. And then you're older than me, so I'm expecting like an experience always. That shit don't hold no fucking weight. Like, I cool.
What about you? I really even shouldn't be asking you all this question.
Yeah, I'm gonna act like you're not here. I'm gonna just look at y'all. So I would say I'm gonna just think of the one that came to my head first. It was this dude. I really liked him. Like on paper, he was perfect. So I'm like, ooh, like I just know he's perfect. Like I can't wait to see what that thing hitting for us. So we end up like going out. I told you I'm act like you ain't right here because I'm gonna say it. We ended up like going out, and he's like a up there type of nigga. So like we outside like kicking it hard, heavy, drinking everything under the sun, champagne, this, that, third. Woo. So he like, shit, you want to come to my house? I'm like, oh yeah, I want to come to your house, and we lit like absolutely. Go to his house. He like setting the vibes or whatever. I'm getting myself together because I'm a little extra, you know, get myself fresh and shit. We start having sex. I kid y'all not. I had to turn around and ask him, like, is you in yet? And he was like, yeah, I'm in here. Oh, yeah, okay. I'm like, okay. So I'm trying to like maneuver, back this ass up a little bit, like maybe if I turn, look. Nothing. Air is what I feel like. Nothing. And it was like I liked him, so it was like, okay, he gonna get good. At least like we gonna have a good night and go to sleep. When he finally got good, it was the ugliest fucking nut I ever heard in my life. Like, like it was so. Like I throw up. I like want to throw up thinking about it because it was like you really thought that you could. Yeah, it was so bad. And
you know what? That brings me to like my next question. So so back then I wouldn't say like maybe like I don't know how many years it's been, but like can you like is good sex like a factor in your relationship? Like can you change it? Like can you maneuver around it? Like bad sex. So say for instance you with somebody, like I said, everything's good on paper, but it's just not really hitting for. Like, do you feel like you can maneuver around it? Me personally, I answer first. I just feel like you can because I feel like some people, like in my experiences, like a lot of people used to fucking sluts. You know what I'm saying? So they not used to they not used to giving the whole motion and the making love and the locking eyes. They used to get shit out the way. He. Straight from the back, and that's it. So it's like that's all that they know.
So you don't fuck your man like a slut?
No. I'm just saying they used to fucking sluts. Not saying like they get sluts.
I ain't talking about sex around.
No, I'm just saying like you know how you had your whole days, right? And you just I know this bitch is slut, so I'm not even finna go into that.
Okay, like from their perspective.
Right. I want to get my nut and I want to get the fuck on. And doing that a lot, you don't really get the chance to experience that, like that emotion and that
like real
falling
sex.
in love and
just
that chemistry and we locking eyes, we sweating, we using oars and all that shit. You don't really get into all of that. So I'm saying, like, do you think that that's something that you can change in a relationship, or is it just like you either got it, or you don't?
So for me,
go ahead.
I wasn't a fan of cuddling. My girl was a fan of cuddling, and so like just like you were saying, I've messed with a lot of girls who have had relationships. So it was just gonna be fucking, and that's it. I'm out the door. So shit, that was a time where me and my girl, like I'm fucking and she getting up, going to get some water and shit. Okay. Just I ain't cuddling nothing like that. But I'm not thinking about it at the time. She like, okay, get your ass back up over here and hold me. Like, oh, okay, my fault. Like, it just comes second nature because you so used to it. But yeah, like.
Shit, so what you about to do?
can't go nowhere. You live.
Oh, well, wait, what?
I
feel like I don't know. I feel like if it's not like something teachable, like say like my partner wouldn't have been able to like learn it or something like that, then no, that'll be a deal breaker. Cause like I mean, shit, like.
Well, what's not to ask you, but like. What's
like
y'all funny as fuck. No, seriously though. But I'm trying to figure out like what is unlearnable.
Like I mean, all right. So say if I be like, all right, I like this, or then instead of like trying to give me what I like, you be like, oh, I don't do that. Like,
okay.
You don't want to coach.
You don't do what?
Okay.
So you don't want to learn this.
Right.
So I try to tell you, all right, I got something for you. Then.
Okay.
But no, that was it. It had to be something teachable. Like so much, she had to be receptive to, because she was like. Oh shit! I me personally, dude, I like sex. Shit, if I can have it every day, I have it every day. Shit, like, but
yeah, I think that's all we ordered that day though.
They don't.
No, seriously.
Yeah. I don't know how y'all don't like. I wake up every morning. I'll be ready to go.
I will have the best day in the world.
How's it going?
How you doing today? You good?
Man. Some morning here to just
we gotta go.
Everybody getting coffee. I'm at pizza and all. Damn,
nicest person in the world. Tell the motherfucker like, "Fuck you, hey man, fuck you.
You too."
That's all right, fuck you, pal. I'm all right. But I don't think I had no
No, but they don't speak too soon.
I've had an embarrassing moment having sex, but I was young. This was my freshman year of college, I think, and it was just I just got intimidated by this older girl, like, and I was just like, damn. I redeemed myself though, so let this be known. I fucking redeemed myself. But she was just she was like, oh, she was a little older, a little faster, and she had like some piercing and shit that I'm fresh out of high school. Like I ain't never seen. I did a lot of shit, but I ain't seen this shit. And then it took me a second. I was like, fuck. I just couldn't get right. I was just like, I couldn't get up. I'm like, damn. She dogged me though. Like mind y'all, like she dogged me on the internet. Like this was like one of them like this little. She dogged me about it. I was like, no, I gotta redeem myself as a man. I was like, I fucked up. Let me fix it. But that shit was embarrassing. Cause she put that shit, she went crazy, and rightfully so. Though. It was a whiskey moment.
And I went in on you. And to go back to your question though, I feel like you can teach people how to be better, but I gotta like really fuck with you to know if it's worth me actually trying to show you new shit or like just work with you. Period.
Wait, but is this your partner though? Like saying like if this was your partner, like is that what you?
Well, I mean, yeah, partner too, but I feel like
or just
even if you're not
period.
Even if you're not partnering with somebody, you still going steady with
somebody. I don't, if it was something, I'm just like, if it was like, if I was just having sex with this person, I wouldn't even try to like, if it ain't hitting on nothing.
Right.
Because we just hooking up. It ain't like it ain't like I'm trying to build something with you anything. Like I'm going out the way. Like fuck that. But you gotta have a superpower or some shit. She better get the most awesome Johnson or some shit like every like something like. But if it's just fuck that, if it's just like it's no.
So in conclusion, you feel like it's fixable, and as far as they willing to fix it.
Yeah, if somebody like willing to be coachable and like learn it and not be like I say, I don't do that type of shit. They willing to learn it, then yeah, like
all right. So
because that's communication. What if if my partner asked me something, like to try something, I'll be open to it. Like I'm not like no closed-minded motherfucker unless it's just something like completely like something off the wall. I'm like, hey, hold the fuck up.
So she said she wants to go pig in your ass.
No, I'm not doing that. Like, no, fuck no.
So it's
I ain't with that. I'm not with that. Like, I just
why not?
That's something on my list. Like, nah, that shit over.
That's a non-negotiable.
That's a non-negotiable.
Pack your bags.
And she said, like, man, you gotta do this, and it's over with.
Bye.
See ya. It's over with.
Hey, no motherfucker.
No,
hey,
that shit. That's.
So, with y'all, like, cause this generation, like, I hear women say a lot that dudes like getting pegged. Would y'all ever peg a man?
No, I'm not pegging no man.
Bitches be in the ass too though.
No, niggas know ass either.
you got me front. Let me tell
you know what? Let me say this.
Ain't that where the man the G spot is?
Right.
Gooch, yeah.
A lot of people say that. A lot of people, like a lot of women that do it, say that that's like where the G spot is. So, I mean, I'm not gonna say like I'm not even. I'm just not doing that. So I don't know where you gonna know where that is your thing, but it's like I feel like as a man, as a straight man, how do you really know if you enjoy it if you never tried it? You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't saying nothing against it because it's like you don't touch my ass, like you know what I'm saying? But it's just like how
but
do
that's
you really
technically
know?
not the ass, is it?
The booty hole is the ass. That's what it is.
The booty hole.
That's what the fuck it is. Like it might not be too far from the sack. You know what I'm saying? But it's there. But I mean, I don't know.
You would know on the gooch?
Yeah, I would know.
On the gooch?
But the gooch ain't the booty, yo.
It's not your butt.
That little part
It's the
between the balls and the ass.
Yeah.
It's right in the booty.
It's not your actual butt.
The goose part, I'm okay. But you start going a little too further, listen.
Okay, so I thought the
That's
gooch
one
was
argument.
No, the gooch is not the booty.
The gooch is not.
Okay,
I'm
not.
balls and sack and all that right here. The gooch is
Shut the fuck up, man.
Either way it go.
Okay,
That's
so
one argument.
okay, so
sex lesson for y'all people.
yeah, so the Gucci is not necessarily 100% off limits, but the booty hole is out.
You know, that's out.
Okay.
Period.
How
That's
you
one.
get
Ain't no motherfucking way. That's one argument.
But
And she gonna say, "Well, I had you missionary style."
And you like your
You like your ass? Say what? Or if she ain't got you missionary style, you gonna bend over, nigga?
no, seriously though, like for real.
What's going on? Like what?
That shit
How
is
was
not
your
right.
manhood really tested in those just small amount of words?
And I be seeing niggas saying like that they straight. No,
No power.
if somebody is playing with that, that's getting hit too.
So
It's not a fucking question.
So, all right. So, how y'all feel about golden showers then?
Yeah, hell no. It ain't even that serious.
Only motherfucker that's gonna piss on me better be my baby.
Yeah.
I let that be on top of that too early. No, I'm coming clean with the
Anything
upper
but
lip.
that.
No.
Honestly, but nah.
Would you do a golden shower? Not
Nah.
get golden shower. But
I'm about to say,
would you
girl,
piss on?
shit.
Would you give a girl a golden shower?
I've never came.
Or have you
What's
given
the
a girl? Not
crime
would
of
you? Have
that
you
though?
given a girl a golden shower?
Have I ever?
Yeah.
I feel like you put them off.
So okay, I have, and it was an
You
awkward
pissed
situation.
off somebody?
Listen, and she was a white girl.
Okay.
White girls be having some awkward shit going on. You know, I don't know why, but shit, we was in the shower.
Me a
And
cock, so I know.
She was like, oh my God, just do it.
It's the cock and the shit.
She
The
said,
shit that
"Pee
they
on
even
she said,
say.
"Pee on me, pee on me, baby."
What was your response?
I said, you gotta make me nut first.
Ooh, child.
All right.
Oh shit.
So give us an example of a crazy moment, not an embarrassing moment, but a crazy moment, like something that happened, a memorable, crazy, not a memorable, but a crazy moment that like rubbed off on you in the way during sex. And you like, what the fuck? Like, is you okay?
Well, the first time I had a girl tell me to spit in her mouth, that was a little. It threw me off the first time.
Like, damn, spit.
I'm like, I had hella questions though. Like,
Wait, in your mouth?
I'm like, you want real spit? You want mucus?
Like that.
What you want me to? You
You
want
that deep?
You want that first morning, that early in the morning gargles type spit? Like, what you looking for right now?
That is something. I probably should say this. But that is something I really enjoy that I thought I wouldn't.
Getting motherfuckers spit in your mouth.
So like, but what you looking for with that type of shit though?
Wait,
Like,
I think it's just the
is it-
heat of the moment. It's
wait,
not
so you don't like doing it?
no, I said the first time someone
threw him
asked
off.
me, it threw me off. Like I didn't know how to take it. Like I had hella questions.
It's just kind of like when you. Well, I'm not gonna say. I'm trying to make sure I'm saying what I'm saying. This is being recorded. Okay, so my first experience, like it wasn't like how his was. It was like, you know what I'm saying? Like it was kind of cool, and then I kind of like, passed it down. But like, I think it's more so. I think it's more so like an intense feeling. It's kind of like them fucking videos that you see where motherfuckers be going crazy and they like slap a bitch upside her head or some shit like that. I think it's kind of like that. It's kind of like that. So it's like when you in an intense kiss or something like that and you can't do shit else. That's like the last on the list to do. But it's not really bad the way people make it seem. I think it's growth when we just sit here and we're sober as fuck. It's like. That's weird. But if we like an intense feeling and we loving on each other, we doing shit, we just like, because we exchanging the shit any fucking way. That's just kind of like a little bit more intense. So, I like it.
What about your crazy moment?
A crazy moment?
You just like, what the fuck?
I think it's the first time that somebody tried to like low-key hog tag me.
Hog tag you.
I don't know how to hog tag nobody. I don't know how to hog tag people.
out before. That's why I'm like, oh my god. But yeah, I was saying the first time like somebody like really tried to top me up, and I feel like it might have been his first time too. But maybe he watched YouTube videos. But yeah.
Wait, you let a nigga hog tag you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
That's
I
some
think
real
my
shit.
strangest thing probably was like the thumb in the butt shit.
Oh, I love to come over.
My first
Bird ass
situation,
like, oh,
it was
shit.
kind of like, but it really like,
God.
I thought it was gonna be uncomfortable, but it really brought me like from a 2 to a 10, and I wasn't expecting that type of shit. But that was probably my most strange because I didn't really know how to react to it, and I kind of felt like the person that did it kind of felt like I did it before, and then kind of just went in. He ain't like take his time. He kind of just like went in, but I think that's like my most strangest feelings.
Yeah.
Yep. We're going after here.
Huh? He said what?
To the
We
moon.
know we going after here.
To the moon with the boogie.
Yo, wow.
Okay, so I have another question. I don't know, everybody probably can't relate. Have everybody dated people with kids before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so not Marissa, of course.
I was in this one out, but it's okay.
Okay, so like as far as dating somebody with kids, right? How do you like go into that? What was it serious?
Yeah.
Was it serious? Yeah, but no.
Yeah, but no.
Serious
Yeah.
enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Serious
so like,
enough, not for me.
like how do you go into that situation? Like as far as like dating somebody with kids, like okay, so first, how do you feel about dating somebody with kids? Me personally, I just started because it was my question. I've dated people with kids, but I just don't feel like it's gonna get that far for me to be meeting acquaintances and handshaking and doing all that other stuff. But it's like I'm gonna treat anybody like I want to treat myself, like it's a kid, a human, whatever. But how do you go about like just going into the situation? Because I know like a lot of I don't have nothing against sluts. I don't want people to think that, but I'm just saying it's a lot of sluts out here that just do shit, you know.
Do slutty shit,
Yeah,
you know?
right.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you know, it's a lot of sluts that got kids, and sometimes you fuck with them, but you fuck with them, you know what I'm saying, to the point we not going serious because I know you a slut,
Okay.
but you got kids.
Okay.
Wait, so am I talking to this person?
Right.
Just
I was
talking
about to
her?
say, because
Because if
I'm
I'm
No,
with
no,
her
I'm
and it's
just-
serious.
No, I'm just saying because he said yes but no, and then you said yeah.
Okay, so I've been in both of those situations where it was kind of serious and then it was just some pussy. And the ones that it just be some pussy ease. It's just so disrespectful.
Man.
Like, I'm like,
Kids. Oh my God, that's what I'm
Oh
gonna
my
say.
God.
Next to your kids
That's
and
what I
your
was
baby,
getting at.
like right here, I'll be like, no.
That's what I'm
But then,
getting
like,
at.
y'all don't even know, like,
like damn, she straight something
But
about
if
baby.
you
The baby
comfortable,
right
if
here.
you
The baby
comfortable,
right
y'all
here.
know
But
what kind
if
of
you
idiot.
comfortable, I'm
I'm sitting right here
comfortable.
looking at the baby like, your mama straight.
Your
This is
mama
your mama right
straight.
here, bro. Like, this is
You know what I'm
like,
saying?
Crazy with them.
Like,
dicks
go
up.
ahead.
That's why
Come on,
there's
yeah,
nothing against sluts, 'cause I know everybody got their
I
preference.
see why you healing, nigga. I see what you're
Right,
doing.
damn, boy, you ain't even 6 months yet. Your mama out here doing crazy.
I see what he's doing.
But that's what I mean. Like nothing against them, because I feel like everybody had like it's these bitches is walking down the aisle, so it's nothing against them. But I know it's just a different way that you go about different certain situations. Because sometimes you'll put your face on, like you know what, I just for real, be serious. I want to meet your kids or whatever like that. But it's just like, how do you approach that situation for somebody that you being like that you fucking with?
I gotta see how she is as a mother though. Like if she one of them girls that always got time for me, like she got kids and she just literally always had time for me, I know something maybe ain't right. Like you all like, I mean, some people have great support system, but you got to spend time with your kids. If you always available for me, that means like you lacking somewhere in that area, like in a sense. But like if she was like, oh, I'm busy, I can't do it. I got to take my son to do this. My son got to do this, or my daughter got to do this. You feel me? Now I know, okay, you actively in your child life, you're doing something. You ain't always got time, and the time we get up, I know it's gonna be more valuable. You know, it's gonna because we're gonna value that time because you don't get, in a sense, that much free time. You know, you make the time out and you taking time out for yourself to spend it with me.
That's how. Yeah, because I just asked because I know it's a lot of people that like not saying y'all this, but it's just like a lot of men that think like, okay, well, if she got a little bit more time for me, or if she gonna like put her schedule around her kids and shit like that. Cause some people don't get no fuck. They come first.
Yeah,
Like,
and some
gotta
girls
have a
like
life
that.
too.
Yeah,
I'm gotta have a life too.
and that's a fucked up way to go. Man.
Yeah.
It's
There's a
fucked
lot
up.
of motherfuckers that think that way. So I just
And
like,
I'll
you
be.
know, what's the men perspective of it? Like, is you turned out bad, or is it like, or you all in? Like, okay, well, shit,
That's
you got
another
time
one
for
of
me, I'm
them.
cool, shit.
Like how we were saying earlier, like if I see like, you know, like women doing this, I'm like, I would never want my kids or Judy or my kids' mama doing this. Like, if this is like, and I'm with you, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't want you doing this shit with my son.
No,
like, at all. Like that's just wrong.
Mm.
And I couldn't be with your mother. You feel me? Especially if I see you doing this. What if we have a baby together? Hell no. That's my sign right there. So you doing this in front of your baby?
You strap twice.
Yeah. Let me go and talk about it.
Yeah, I feel the same like about kids because it's like, you know, it's so normal for dudes to be like the weekend daddies and stuff like that, so you can't really swing this, but you know when the motherfucker put you before they kid. And I just feel like me being somebody that don't have kids, I feel like if that's the way you move and I can't really move like that because I can't even put myself in her shoes and think like if it was me, how would I feel if the other girls on the other foot? Like I always put myself in a situation. Even if I don't like bitches, I always put myself in their shoes because it's like even if you don't care, I don't want to be ever treated like you. It's God has switched that shit fast. Like, okay, you think this sweet, you think this what it is, you'll be on that other end fast, and just so you can get a reality check. So it's like, if you're not actively your kid's life, I can't really rock with you. Even if you're a weekend dad, because I feel like some people can't go around, some men can't go around being like a weekend dad. But it's what you do with those 2 days that make you kind of like stand out. You got the bitter baby moms, you got the baby moms that cooperate, and you got the baby moms that just won't let go. So it's like it depends on what you kind of like.
Can't be a weekend dad for sure.
I could never be a weekend dad.
I don't know how they do it though. Even the guys that do weekend dad shit, I don't know how you do it.
Because it's feel like a party every time. Like
yeah, like that's it. I don't like that.
Drop it off.
Like,
you ain't doing really no day-to-day shit.
I need that day-to-day shit. Like I only
off.
get you. I feel like I gotta learn about you by asking you and shit like that. I can't see it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's a difference being able to see it and experience it with them than them have to come tell you about it. You know what I'm saying? Or I gotta ask you about it. Yeah, I couldn't do that shit.
They don't even respect you the same.
They're like, well, I'm only over here for the weekend. Hey. Watch your I'm only over here for the weekend, Dad. I don't have to listen to shit you say.
Yeah, and then I feel like it brings like a burden up on like whether it's the daddy or the mama, because I done been on both sides where the mama was the deadbeats, the daddy was the superheroes, and then vice versa. And I kind of feel like it kind of like weighs down up on the weekend parent because it's like when you go to the weekend, you get to do whatever the fuck you want to do. Ain't no discipline, ain't no morals up over there. You don't really got to do shit. Then you go over there and it's like, it's the bad parent because it's the person that's teaching you the discipline and shit. So that shit just will never be it. It's either gonna be this or it's gonna be that. Like, it just fucked up because kids got to do that shit. I feel good without mine.
So, question: when do y'all plan on having kids? What's the future look like?
I'm really just trying to get into like my bag first. Like if I can get into like my bag, I'm in my bag, but I'm not like deep into it to where it's like I want that time off to flourish. But I'm like ready. Like if it happens today, it's whatever. But like I really want to plan it around like my life. But you know, I feel like that's something that's just so big that you really can't plan
out. It's just happening.
It's
just happening.
But I feel like in today and age, I feel like going into your 30s and being a mom is a little bit more better than how our parents probably did it, like doing it young, because I feel like we learned it from them. You know what I'm saying? We're waiting it out.
About that a lot.
Yeah, we waiting it out. We doing it the right way. We trying to make sure that we on our P's and Q's before we just jump off in there. So I don't feel like it's like a thing where But you 30-some years old, you getting old or whatever like that, because I still feel like if your body can produce, then you know what I'm saying, you still worthy of being a mom.
Shit,
And I feel like I think about that a lot.
45 or 50.
See, that ain't doing that.
Oh,
that's too long.
Yeah, that ain't.
She around
Mid-30s is
She
the
just
latest
had
I
a baby.
know.
I couldn't have a baby that late. I don't know.
Because you still want to be active, you know what I mean?
70, you got
That's why I wanted to have kids young though. That's the only reason. Like I want to be able to play sports with my kids. Like I had some friends in high school. Their parents couldn't play sports with them because their parents was a little older. But like my pop play, he hooped with me until he's like 50 something. So like I'm like, nah, shit, he did that shit. Like I'm finna do that for the boys. Like I want to be able to go hoop with them. And they playing, they fucking 16, 17. I'm out on the court, my old ass out here playing with these motherfuckers.
And I still think that's okay, but it's just like you know what I'm saying? It's just all about what you want to do. Like I'm not gonna be old as hell and just like, okay, I'm gonna get out with kids. I don't need to take my kids to the daycare. Like it's just that's just not it. But I also still want to be kind of like drained out. I want to have my partying out, my whole. I want to live my life. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like it's not nothing wrong with living out your 20s and then having a baby in your 30s, because people make the 30s seem like, now that I'm getting closer to my 30s, I get where 30s coming from. You know what I'm saying? Like you really just starting out. Like your 20s was your time to fuck up, do whatever the fuck you wanted to do, but your 30s is like, I don't really got to do my own shit and I'm starting out, but it's not really like how people like, damn, bro, you touching 30. Like, yo, it's still like, it's not really as bad as people make it seem. Plus,
it's a transition. That's
that's it. But I don't know. So, to answer your question, like, shit, whenever it happens, it happens. And I got an older dude, like, he has a teenager now. So, like, it's like whatever for me, but I can't let him go out like that either. So it's like, I don't gotta, you know. Maybe hop on board.
I would say we get married this year, so I would like to start like end of 2024, really 2025.
Uncle Bird.
Yeah, because we want to be Christmas.
Makai is trying to me, and he's still MJ's phone.
Tell him to go take a nap.
Hey, how come you doing so you can come in here? Bars on like 12.
That's something to say. But yeah, I would say 2025. We have just a couple other things we want to do first. So figure out like where we want to be to raise our kids. And yeah, if it's according to plan, I would like to figure things out first, and then we can have as many kids as you want.
So y'all trying to stay in the state or move out of the state?
Oh, no, we trying to leave.
Yes.
Leave.
Leave.
We want to go to Katy, and Katy is a suburb of Houston. They have like a good education system.
Everybody trying to go to Houston.
You can build your home up from the ground.
I want to move too.
Like,
what are you trying to move to?
I know that like Florida is kind of like a white people thing, but like I like Florida, but it's I know there's black people there, but like I just want to, because I didn't go to college, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't really get that feeling like outside of Chicago, and just like that feeling of just being away from my resources and stuff like that. And so I feel like I just want that feeling. Like I think about that more than a lot, and I feel like, you know what I'm saying, why I just keep coming up with thought. I really just want to leave, even if it's just like for 1 or 2 years or whatever like that. And I just feel like the basis of Chicago is just like, if you ain't got like no business or you're not growing until like no, because I'm a job worker. Not saying I can't see myself as a business, but like in all actuality, like I probably incorporate one, but I don't really want to have like no major business. I don't want to juggle shit. I don't really want to do that for real. But I do want to work. So I just feel like the way that Chicago was set up, it just built off struggle, like the hustle and shit like that. And I just like, you put survive anyway.
Yeah.
And I just really want to just get that feeling of seeing it, not even just because I didn't go to college, that's part of the reason, but I just want to just see what it'll be like. Because I feel like when you here and you're in Chicago and you have people, it's like a magnifying glass on you. And people just, oh, okay, so Kia, so what do you got going on now? Or what are you doing? And So how do you prosper? It's just like everybody just go. But I feel like if you somewhere ventured off somewhere else, nobody's worried about what you're doing, what you're not doing because you somewhere else and you going at your own pace. Even though I go at my own pace no matter what, anyways. But I just feel like here when you surrounded about like your resources and people that you know what I'm saying. I feel like a lot of people just kind of just waiting on shit or just sitting back and just waiting like, oh shit, it's been some years. Like she bought a house and you know what I'm saying? Like just waiting on you to do like have these big expectations when shit is not easier. It's a little bit more hard than it is everywhere else. But like I just really want that experience just to feel like a breath of fresh air. Go somewhere where nobody know me, where fields is different and shit like that. Even if I do decide to come back, or if I don't like it, or if I do like it, or whatever the case may be, I just really want that feeling because I've never been outside here. So it's like, I do want to do that. Even if I do it when I get married, before I get married, when I have kids, not like, oh, I'm leaving away from Chicago because it's bad or whatever like that. I don't really care about that. I just want to feel. I just want to be able to experience something else so I can say I did.
I'm with that too. That makes sense. I'm trying to. South is definitely my answer. On the way.
Shit, I mean, I want to do Cali though. I gotta have a bag.
I wanted to do retire Cali too, but that shit.
I want a house in the hill.
Man, so
looking down on everybody.
Beverly Hills type shit.
And I don't even want the rich lifestyle. Everybody's like, I inspired to be rich as fuck. I just really want to be genuinely happy, and I want to be able to, you know what I'm saying, do whatever the fuck I want when I want to do it. But
I want to be comfortable, wealthy.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to be wealthy, like wealthy enough to take care of my kids. Like I want to pass my shit down to generation, so they can say, Grandpa Lowe or Grandpa Bird left me this, and they gonna always know my great grandfather left me this. Like, some shit like that.
I want to get a cabin out like no man's land too though. I want my nearest neighbor to be like 5 miles away.
Or just imagine getting a cabin and you can go like have a traditional trip every year. Like I feel like our culture, we don't have enough traditions in our culture. Like when we have something what we do every year. Like I had friends that went to their lake house every year, spend the summer at their lake house and shit like that. They spend 3 weeks at their lake house. Like I want to be able to do that or shit. We got a cabin, go out to the cabin for 3 weeks and just chill and have that tradition. Like every Christmas we get up and go to the cabin and make sure it's warm and some shit like that. Like since it's somewhere warm, we ain't gotta spend no fucking cold Christmases in Chicago.
Yeah, I love Chicago. Like I feel like my soulmate can't be from nowhere else. Even though I feel like he is from here, but I just feel like when you go other places, you just like have people from the island think like I can't rock with nobody else because when I shake my ass, I don't need nobody to feel no type of way towards me because I'm shaking my ass. They gotta know my culture. I feel like that about Chicago. Like I know a lot of people like, oh, soulmate probably not here. He's probably from Jamaica. I don't feel like that. I feel like it's the opposite. Like, you gotta be either from here or been here like 10 years plus or something like that to understand. Because I feel like females like us, this going into another topic, but females like us from here, like people always say, oh, you so aggressive, or you do this, or you do that, and I feel like nobody will understand us more than somebody that's been here to know, like, we not angry, we just, this is how we talk, type shit. And a lot of dudes from other places like you always agitating, so like that. This is like, well, I'm just talking. So I just feel like it's just, not like I like the easy way out, but it just feels a lot better to go with somebody that knows and understands where you're from. But I definitely, future-wise, I definitely want to move from here just to get that experience and that feelings of not being here, not having access to my, you know what I'm saying, my mama right away and stuff like that. Like, I think that'd be a nice experience. I will experience that. I will experience that.
Let's manifest that shit. All right, y'all trying to take another shot before we dip out?
Yeah, we can definitely.
We have to cheers too. So
how long we been going? Like 2 hours?
Hour and a half, some change. So our lot announcement, Marissa and Shay, or Kia, I'm sorry. They're gonna be our new co-hosts for the show.
I could be Shay.
My bad name. My fault.
Nay and Shay.
You my little sister, so it's different for me. I gotta call you by your name. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
But they gonna be our new co-hosts for the show. So they gonna be here for maybe some Women Intuition Wednesday episodes. some more lot situation Saturdays.
be
Hey,
a
so
lot
you ain't
more
even drink your
And
shot from last
whatever
time?
we come up with. Nah, I pulled that out here. I pulled that in though.
I ain't trying to get that.
It's on camera. It's on camera.
Man.
I pulled that in though. You want to take it so you can taste the tequila?
No, you can
It's
say
perfect because I had a pee.
But this one we out. Hey, make sure y'all fucking go subscribe to the YouTube. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, the_lot_podcast.
Let us know how y'all like this episode. What do y'all want to hear? What other topics y'all want people to voice about? All that good shit.
And we here
tell a friend.
to tell a friend,
Yeah.
to tell a motherfucking friend to pull up. Till next time, y'all.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Put that button up.